Ah, the fabled Famicom family computer entertainment system, or whatever the hell is it called. And the good old Hungarian television, and me, and the switch, and my door. Not sure when was the last time I ever did this, but let's talk about again games. I mean, we love games, don't we? I sure do. I sure do. You probably remember this thing from a few videos earlier. But here's a topic that I never really discussed about. Why the fuck I hack games? Or to be completely honest, why the hell I tell my friends to hack some games for me? No, here's the fucking deal. See? This is an original family computer. This model was, I think, built in 1989, so 30 years ago, and it still works like a charm. And here's the fucking deal. See this connection cable, or connector cable? Yeah, this is a hacked module. Probably thought about this before, but let us talk about for really one time, for the sake of inconvenience bullshit. So this is a hacked 4-core with an SNK extension cable or something. It was a very long time ago, I can't really remember. So basically, what this thing does, it can extend the cables of the NES, because I think the thing is that with the Famicom, your built-in controller reaches like this, but with this extension modification, where I say, let's go back to my bed. I can play games like here from my bed, and that's extra convenient if you ask me. And who the hell doesn't like games to play it from a higher distance? And what's the dealing with hacking the ROMs itself? Well, let's look at this little game called Rodland for the sake of looking shit. As you can see, this is an original one. I got this from a few years ago from electronic eBay, and the cartridge is in a good shape. Everything is nice and decent. I mean, everybody loves Rodland and Bubble Bubble. I mean, so let's play, shall we? And I mean, here's my extension cable, here's the game, here's my controller, and what the fucking shit. Hey, it's an official Famicom game. I'm pressing buttons like an idiot, and nothing happens. Why is that? Why is this? It's broken. Let's see. Let's see the input controller. Press A to play. Wow. I can play it from here, but it kinda defeats the purpose. Why am I made the video? And what's the point of this already? And again, it's super fucking difficult to play this one hand. Let's try to play stage 1 like this. Okay. You get the idea, I believe. So, basically, what the fuck is wrong with this game? Well, several. In fact, this NES port was actually developed in England by Simon John Peck. Not sure if it was single-handedly, but audio-wise and driver-wise and pretty much from the look of it, this just looks like a fucking Euro game. And the fact that the only official release was only released in Europe and not in the United States, so for USA players, this is the only way you can ever experience the game. Or, of course, repros. Fucking repros, because repros up the ass in today's gaming community. So, what's the problem? So the problem is that really programming a controller routine is not really simple. Programming isn't really simple. The thing is that, how to say this, as I am not really a techie guy either, I'm just more like an idiot who can do shit and other shit. So the thing is, games that weren't developed in Japan, not really aware of this thing called the Famicom extension cable. I'm pretty sure now people are going to comment about under my video what's the really purpose is, but what I can remember without looking up an NASDAV while I'm making this video, there is a D1 and D3 or D2 and D4 signal output or something like that. A signal output that doesn't read, and if the controller routine inside the game software was written in such a way that is either not a loop or doesn't read like that, or it's not ending in an RTS or something like that, and there is a whole bunch of circumstances what can prevent a game from running from this area. And usually the cases like that, they either don't have an end operational code or something like that. So what I once actually I did was like, there was like a RAM fetch, or not really a RAM fetch, but an LSR command or something. So the thing was like that there was like 3 fucking operational codes, and you can do amazing things with that. You just type there a GSR subroutine, and you have to find empty space somewhere in the room, preferably in the hardwired banks, and then you can write your own code, put an RTS at the end, and there you go. It usually works. But again, every single game is programmed differently, so you have no real idea how a game can handle. I mean, some games actually handle so ass like software creations games. I mean, it's usually the culprit is usually games that developed in Europe or in the United States. But strangely enough, sometimes actually some games actually do exist or do know about this, because Action 52 actually reads from this area. I'm not fucking joking. I actually looked up this on Nintendo Later. To my knowledge, Nintendo Later is the only emulator that can handle a thing like this, where you can actually test if the game actually reads from the Famicom 4-score port or not. So here is the game. What the fuck is it called then? Yokai, not Yokai. Yosei Monogatari Worldland. Yeah, that's the full name. But wait a second. Is it? Is that? Focus. Yes, it indeed. It's Yosei Monogatari Rodurando. Who would have thought about that? So, and here is a hacked ROM image. It's the same fucking game, only running in a fucking flash cartridge. And what happens when I press the A button? Oh! Oh shit! It's a Rabota! This fucking works! Oh yeah. This is why the fuck I host the fucking hacked ROM images of some certain games on my website. Because of bullshit like this. But then again, I can't really blame the developers, because they had no idea of this, that this is actually possible and you can read from that. And to my knowledge, the only European developer who were aware of this thing was Eurocom Entertainment. And you know why? Because There was a girl, I believe, when they learned how to code for the NES, and from the university, from Japan, from girls from Japan, because they imported Famicoms instead of NESs for their dev kit. Yeah, strange. Strange, I know. No. So yeah, this is works. And I can play it from all the way behind. And don't sit like an idiot there. So what's really the only option for games like this? Well, there is really no really option because for for seriousness sake, I mean, the only fucking way I can actually do it is to hack the chips inside. I mean, there's no fucking way that I am going to do that. I mean, the fact that this game is so fucking rare by the get-go is just one thing. So really, you only have options like this, or buying a Pole NES like that, or any NES fucking system and a 4 score, or buying an 8-bit Famicom or an NES2. So yeah, if you're just an average user, you probably don't give two fucks about this, but the fact that there is like an endless amounts of games that has this bullshit is just a bit sickening. So yeah, I have to use this fucking setup to actually check these games, and the fact that there's actually so many games from Britain and even from Chinese bootleggers that they don't read from this area is just fucking sad. Here's another one that I actually doesn't read from by normal circumstances, and the thing is, it's very sad because this is one of the best fucking bootleg games ever. Or one of the best bootleg games ever, if you ask me. And I am going to play the MMC3 patch. Fucking heck of it, because forget about the original. Also on Power Pack. Ugh, with that shitty mapper support. What the hell are you thinking, dude? Of course fucking not. You just have to do the MMC3 patch because no, we are not going to fucking care about adding more mappers to this fucking contraption. Error drives out the fucking way. Sorry, I just had to say up that. Okay, Lion King with Bactus, yeah. What the shit? What do you mean bad file header? Oh no. Don't tell me that this fucking thing uses that godforsaken NES 2.0 extension, because Power Pack is such an ass, it cannot handle that shit. Okay, then whatever. Then I'm going to play the officially screwed up MMC3 backport of it. Who fucking cares about just for the sake of demonstration? So yes, NES 2.0 is the new fucking shit, man. But for old piece of shits, we hate it. We fucking hate it. So we have to purposefully fucking modify the ROM header image so to play properly on your console. Yes, we are like an English version of fucking gaming. Oh my sweet Jesus fuck. What is the it's Super Load Runner. No, maybe this one. It still says bad file header. What the fuck? Okay, you know what? Screw it. I'm going to play another game. This takes forever. You can see all the assortment of fucking games like here. Endless amounts of multicards, shits and blips and pieces. Okay. This is actually the last fucking game I actually played through on my channel. I mean, what the fuck, man? Where is it? Big Nose. The caveman. Oh, yeah. Yeah. I fucking love this game. Absolutely fucking brilliant. That's a fucking true statement. All of the Codemaster games are usually absolutely fucking brilliant. So yeah. Oh, there's another glitch. Oh, if this actually happens, then let me talk about it a little bit. Well, from programming standpoint, this is sort of like what is it called? A B signal fetch, or oh no, something has to do with the one of the color emphasis bits. Not sure, but anyway, this is like a television desynchronization problem. So it's a really hard thing. I mean, it's theoretically it can be fixed in software, but it's a bit of it's not really convenient. So I maybe had to play the fucking game on an old piece of shit like that, but so anyways, fucking game. So this game is also, in fact, if I believe this was one of the very first games I ever hacked with someone to be played on this fucking EverDrive shit. I mean, it's such a fucking problem that this game doesn't read from that area. So yeah, I either have to use a fucking PAL NES, or this, or maybe I should fucking play games that already know this area, so no problems there. Oh shit. It's so incredibly hard to play one hand, even in 2019. Oh yeah. So I think this video is a little bit way too over it. And one thing. One fucking thing. Hey, can you focus? Can you focus, please? Yes. Yes. That's my controller, but no, I didn't make that. Somebody was more frustrated with some game than I was. That's like a fucking chewing sign or mark. It's fucking gross. The controller itself is actually fucking gross. I mean, it's fucking yellow and shit, but I kinda like it. It has it makes this sort of authentic old feel, if it makes any sense. So yeah. So either you play closely or you play games that already support this bullshit. So I think I've talked about way too much about this topic, so see you guys next time. Kiki.